Hello and welcome to my review for House of the Dragon Season 2. Okay, so I'm not going to do spoiler free. I'm just going to do that off rip. I want to just talk about where it ended. So this season of House of the Dragon is very weird because I personally, and this is just a personal thing, I don't expect anybody else to do this, but I try to look at things objectively. And so here's what I am trying to get at with saying that. This season felt like a bridge season. A lot of the stuff that happened in this season feels like it's building to something bigger in season 3. And I know that they said season 4, but we're not going to be getting season 4 until 2055 anyway. So I'm just going to... Season 2 feels like a bridge season to get basically set up season 3, which that's not a problem. There are plenty of shows that their like second or third season is like, hey, look, we're doing a lot of setup and character stuff and building and whatever. So I would say objectively, season 1 is probably a better season than season 2. Because even though I think that objectively that is true, season 2 I liked it more. If you watch my review for House of the Dragon Season 1, a big complaint of mine was I constantly hate the time jumping from jumping 3 weeks to 3 months to 6 months to 10 years. I hate it. I don't like that. I hate trying to figure out the new characters or how the relationships have changed in the past, however time it's been. I would say that most people, if you ask most people, they'd probably say that season 1 is better than season 2. But I personally enjoyed season 2 more because I really like the conflict, the dragon fights and the conflict and stuff of this season way more than the first season. But I will say some of my favorite characters from the first season, Daemon, are just like sidelined so hard, and it's crazy. This whole season, I'm just gonna get out and say it. Like I said, no spoilers. I'm just gonna talk about it. This whole season, Daemon did nothing. This whole season, Daemon did nothing. He went to Harrenhal for 10 episodes, or like what? It's 10 episodes. So like he went to Harrenhal for like 7 or 8 full episodes. Mind you, each episode's an hour long. 8 hours. Daemon got haunted and did nothing until the last episode where he finally raised the army that he was supposed to be doing since he was sent there. And that really bummed me out because Daemon is like my favorite character. It's cool to see him do the things that he does because even though he, he's got a way of doing things that you might not agree with or might not like, Daemon is an enjoyable character. He's a complex character and he's fun and he's enjoyable. And he did nothing this whole season. He just saw visions of other people. He had conversations he already had. And I understand that you could be like, oh, these are important to Daemon's character because he was really struggling with his loyalty this season. He kind of wants to be king, but he doesn't want to lose Rhaenyra in doing that. And so he's constantly battling with, does he want to be king? Does he want to be leader? Does he want to win the war? Or does he want to follow Rhaenyra and everything? I get that. That all the visions, he had visions of King Viserys, he had visions of young Rhaenyra, he had visions of, I think, his mom, or he had visions of his ex-wife who passed away, the Valyrian girl. I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. Baela? I want to say Baelor, but that's a dude, and I think that's Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, so I don't even think that's right. But he did nothing. I felt like Daemon did nothing. Every time they cut to Harrenhal, bro is either sleep in bed, getting haunted in bed, or talking to some bitch about getting haunted. Like, dude, okay. I'm gonna brush right past that. my second favorite character this season, though, or well, she's probably first favorite character this season because Damon was for the first season, but this season he didn't do anything. Rhaenys, dude. I thought she was awesome. I didn't think I was gonna care about her as much as I did, but the scene, or I'm sorry, the episode where they go to war or battle and she's like 2v1ing, like fighting King Aegon and his dragon and trying to fight Vhagar at the same time. My voice just cracked. That's so embarrassing. I should cut that out. I'm not gonna, but I should. It was so great. The dragon stuff in this show is awesome. The dragons look so cool. It looks so great. And Rhaenys is a character I didn't think I would really care much about, at least not more than I already did in the first season. But every time she's on screen, I'm just like, I agree with everything that she says. She's very smart. She understands her power. She has a dragon. She's super cool. But there's one character that puts her at number 2. I know she said maybe 1, but I don't care that he's a villain. Aemon Targaryen has so much aura. I don't care. He was mogging every time that Aemond is on screen. He mogs the shit out of you, dude. Every time. He's got this mean ass jawline. He hits the, you know what I mean? All the time. And it's so funny. It made my wife laugh, me and my wife laugh, because we're just like, dude, why is he doing that with his face? But it's so great. Vhagar is the coolest fucking dragon. I don't care. It being so big, pause, is just so cool. And Aemon with the eye patch, it's so cool. But the thing that I like about Aemon, and maybe I have a type, because I like Daemon and I like Aemond. And I said, I was talking to my friends about this, about their characters, and I said, Aemond is what Daemon would have been if he got the crown, or if he got to be king, right? And my one friend, shout out Billy, I'm gonna quote exactly what he said, because it's so perfect that I didn't even think about it, but when my friend said this, it's so perfect. Aemond is Daemon if he didn't care about his family. And that is so eye-opening and exactly the truth, because Daemon always wanted to be kind of king, but he also wanted to be included. He wanted to be like hand to the king, and he never was, and that kind of caused him to be very like rambunctious, I guess, like kind of go against the grain, kind of not listen and whatever. But he never wanted to see his brother fail or lose or die or anything of the matter, right? But Aemond is exactly that. He actively tries to go out of his way to make himself king by killing his brother. He wanted to kill Aegon. And I think that that's so well done. That's my friend Billy saying that is the exact definition, or like the exact way to explain their characters, how they're parallels of each other, but what's different. And but I still like Aemon. I don't care. He's still cool. Every time he's on the dragon, I'm locked in. And him killing Aegon was a bad king anyway, which I think that he's going to have a turnaround because he's with... who is he with? He left the kingdom. I think he was with Otto Hightower, or he was with somebody. And they're like... Maybe it was... I'm not even going to say that guy's name. I'll get to it in a minute. But... I think he is going to like have a turnaround where he's like, oh, the way I was doing things was terrible, because I'm sorry, I forget who said it to him, but he was like, you're basically given like a second chance. You got to make it work. Like you have to, Aemond is going to try to kill you, and you have to try to you have to rebuild the realm and be a good king. Again, I can't remember who said that to him. But yeah, they were basically like, imagine Aegon the Rebuilder, Aegon the Peaceful, or something like that. And I think he'll have a turnaround coming up soon. So, but when he was king, he was also ass. But Aemond is all about that action. He's all about the problems, and he wants to be king, and he wants to rule with an iron fist. But he's still so cool. Still love him. number one most hated character, Sir Crispin, or Sir Criston, is his actual name, but Sir Crispin is what we call him because, dude, this dude is dog shit, bro. I hate this guy. I hate this character, man. He is just, dude, this dude sleeps with queens and princesses and then gets in his little old bag. Oh, feel bad, poor me, whatever. And it's, dude, I'm sorry, but if I'm a knight in this time, because here's my thing, right? I think about Game of Thrones period, right? Like time period. And it's like, there's no phones. You don't have no video games. You don't have, the only thing to do in this time period, which I said in my first review of House of the Dragon, all you have to do is eat, sleep, get pregnant, basically, and gossip. That's it. That's all there is to do. It, like, survive, which is eating and sleeping and making money, but, you know, and then procreate, and then gossip about the king and the queen and the royal house or whatever. And so if I'm a knight and all I have to do are those things, and I'm sworn to the royal, like, counts or the, you know, the higher ups, I can't, like, you know, the royal people, whatever, the kings and the queens and all their family, I'm not breaking my oath. This dude did it twice. Well, I guess you can only break your oath once, but, like, he did it multiple times, and then, dude, okay, and another thing, he's so soft. He's soft as baby shit. Now, I know it's easy for me to say this in 2026, but, like, in season 1, he got pissed off that, for whatever reason, doesn't matter, fuck him, who cares? He got pissed off, and he bashed a dude's head in to death in a room full of royal people, in a royal court, right? Full of people that are all dressed up fancy and have never seen war or bloodshed. He's so macho around all those people. And then he goes to war, actual war, that he tried, listen, Crispin is a part of starting this war. He was with Alice Hightower or whatever, and he tried to put her kids up on a pedestal because he was sleeping with her. So this war is partially, not exactly, but it's kind of on him. A little bit. He goes to war that he's a part of, and he sees Dragonfire and all these men burned to death. And then now all of a sudden, war is terrible and it's changed him. Bro, the second he gets into a real battle, he folds like a piece of fucking paper, dude. But when it's a bunch of royals and in a king's court where nobody is in danger, he's okay with bashing some dude's head in because he's all manly. I hate Crispin, dude. I hate this guy. He sleeps with the queen, he sleeps with the princess, and then gets the pouty and all upset when things don't go his way. I hate this guy. I hate this character. I was so hoping that he died against Rhaenys, dude. I was hoping she burnt this dude to a crisp, bro. Anyway, we'll move forward. Like I said in season 1, Rhaenyra and Alice Hightower are very good characters. They try to do the best in their power to keep it peaceful, but again, like I said in the season 1 review, it's just a interesting the interesting dynamic on how her kids don't look Targaryen, or like she's Targaryen, they don't look Targaryen, but they're like better people. It's kind of hard to pick. But then Alice Hightower, her kids look Targaryen, but then they're straight up fucking like evil people. Not exactly. Her daughter, which again, I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. Oh, that was a crazy thing. Her daughter being the one talking to Daemon through like some black magic or shit. Dude, I was like, okay. I like that because I know in the Game of Thrones universe that magic is real and magic exists. So, you know, I like seeing it when it pops up. You know, obviously dragons are a thing, but like, you know, like the Red Woman in Game of Thrones, how she like actually was talking to a god and you're like, is she actually? But she was, you know. Yeah, a lot of the characters in this show are super good. Corlys, I love Corlys. His kind of deal with his bastard kids, I think that's very interesting. You know, I thought that it was interesting. I like his character, and I like that he's now the hand of Rhaenyra, because my whole thing was like, dude, you're gonna listen, your whole life was devoted to being in the king's court and being a part of this, and now your wife passed away and it's sad, but what, you're gonna just sit in your castle by yourself and wither away while your kids are off doing other things? Like, I don't know. I just was like, dude, come on, you got to be the hand. But I like his character a lot. Let me see if there's any other characters. Oh, fuck, is it Luke or Jace? One of Rhaenyra's kids. He didn't really do anything this season either. He kind of just bitched at his mom for her not letting him do stuff, which is like, okay, I get that she's protecting him, but like, either let him do something or stop having him bitch about it, even though it would make sense that he would constantly be bitching about it. But he kind of just sat at the castle similar to Daemon, just kind of doing nothing. But yeah, I like this season more than the first, just because I like being in one. I like seeing events as they happen. I don't like constant time jumping all over the place. I like the dragons a lot more in this one. You know, they all look really cool. I liked what's his face, the dude that's got the big beard. He looks like a fucking Viking basically, but he's like part Targaryen and he gets the second biggest dragon. I thought that was super cool. But yeah, I like this season. I like this show. I enjoy it. The episodes are super long, which makes it very hard to binge sometimes, because you're like, dude, shit, I hit my mic every episode, every review. But it's like, dude, oh my God, like, please just like make it shorter or something. I don't know, like an hour and 15 minutes to watch one episode. It feels like so much. But it's so good. It is very good. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you like season 1 better, I know I'm probably in the minority, but I will say this, like I said in the very beginning, this season feels like a bridge season. It feels like, okay, Rhaenyra has her crown now. She has her army. She has Daemon back on her side. You know, Daemon's loyalty was questioned, or he was questioning his own loyalty, but now it's not, and he's back on Rhaenyra's side. She has a foot army. She has more dragons. You see what I'm saying? And now it feels like season 3, a big war is really about to pop off, and it's going to be good. But until we see that, who knows? But yeah, so let me know what you thought. Again, I usually rate stuff on my enjoyment level, but this isn't finished. So I think I should do that at the end when I talk, like, you know, in 2058 when season 4 drops. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.